Through pop-up markets, conferences, and private shopping experiences, she has built a brand centered on community, authenticity, and service. Her entrepreneurial spirit continues to open new doors, but her greatest impact extends far beyond business. In May of 2025, Mary's world changed forever. After experiencing a devastating loss of Shannon, she faced one of life's greatest challenges. Rather than allowing grief to define her story, she allowed God to transform it. In the midst of heartbreak, God gave Mary a vision that would turn unimaginable pain into lasting legacy of love. That vision became Shannon's Heart Foundation, a nonprofit organization created to honor Shannon's life by serving single mothers with young children. Through the foundation, Mary is committed to providing encouragement, tangible support, and hope to families who need it most, ensuring that Shannon's legacy continues to live on and through acts of compassion and generosity. As a speaker, Mary shares her remarkable journey with honesty, grace, and unwavering faith. Her message reminds audiences that purpose can emerge from pain, that healing is possible even after profound loss, and that one person's courage to say yes to God's calling can transfer countless lives. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Miss Mary Thomas. This is beautiful. I love it. What you laughing?
Yeah, because I didn't know.
Oh, okay.
And thank you, Keisha. I didn't mean for you to read all of that. All right, so a few weeks ago, Keisha reached out to me and mentioned that she wanted to do this event. And I thought it was a fantastic idea. And I said, hey, let me bring some clothes. Maybe people want to buy some stuff or whatever because I got something to do. I have a vision for something else. So she was like, absolutely. And I said, I'll just present, tell the people what it's for. And then she told me yesterday, you're the keynote speaker. So it really was just to, I wanted to share with you guys what the new vision is. Not necessarily Alpha Mirabella, but it's going to be something around Shannon. But I will speak to you quickly about grief and how it can change you and shape you in ways that change you and shape you in ways that you couldn't imagine. So you all know that Shannon was my heir, every day it was Shannon. So the loss of him has been tremendous. And so I made my world very small because it was hard. And so I just kind of got small and shrunk my group. Didn't do too many things, but I stayed in my garden. And that's where I found my most peace, is working with my hands and growing things and cultivating things. And so that's where I realized that, okay, you can do hard things. And so that's one of the things I want to let you ladies know about grief, is that you will find that, first of all, it's okay to grieve, because it's just made a year on May 28th, but I still have my moments. Sometimes I still cry every day, but that was my baby. And so I don't feel guilty about it. I don't feel like I have to explain it, and you don't have to, because grief, everybody has their own time frame on how they deal with it and how long it lasts and that kind of thing. And so Mia, Shannon's mom, if you don't know, for those of you who don't know, Shannon's mom is Mia. I'm the Nana, but we were co-parents, if you will, because I was the baby pappy. But and so Mia, she was young when she had Shannon. I want to say she was 20, 21, something like that. And so Mia was my first baby, because she was born on my 25th birthday, February 2nd, 1991. I was at the club celebrating my 25th birthday, and I think you was there with me. We were at the club celebrating my birthday, and I got the call, the baby's here, so I was super excited. So she was mine from the start. And of course she had a baby, and of course that became my baby, because my baby had a baby. So we were inseparable, of course, and so him not being here, not hearing his voice every day, because yes, he did call me every day. He was at my house just about every weekend. Sometimes I would have to remind him, hey, can I have a little life? I mean, do you have to come out here every weekend? And so he told me one time, he said, well, I don't mind you having a boyfriend, I just don't want him to live here. Okay, homeboy. You know, okay, whatever, homeboy. But, so, you know, it's just, I wanted to be able to keep his legacy alive, because he was a funny, smart, strong-willed, spoiled little kid. You know, and so he was 14 when he left here, so he's going to be forever my 14-year-old. And I miss him tremendously, but I wanted to do something to keep his name alive on this earth, right? Shannon had a huge heart. He loved everybody. He loved being around his family. He loved going to parties. He loved, loved all his friends. He always wanted to give somebody something. When he would be at the house, he would come running in the house. Hey, I'm getting snacks for everybody. Hey, homeboy, how about those snacks for you? You give them all out, you won't have it. And so, but he would still run out the house with all the chips and all the juice boxes and all that, because all the neighborhood had to have a snack, because he wanted a snack. If we would see somebody on the street, like a homeless person or what have you, he wanted to always give them something. If he had a bag of chips, Mama, can I give him the bag of chips? So, can we give him something? Can we go buy him something? Because that was just him. All of my neighbors know him. That's my neighbor, Lana. She sits over there, but all of our neighbors know him, because he would, when he would get there in the neighborhood, all the kids would come outside, riding their bicycles and all that. For a long time, I didn't know we had kids in the neighborhood until he came over there, and I'm like, where all these kids come from? But when he was in the neighborhood, everybody knew he was in the neighborhood, and so they all knew him and loved him. And so he would greet them all with, hey, neighbor. All of them know that. Hey, neighbor. All of them was his neighbor. Because I have older people in my neighborhood too, so all of them love him. Oh, when I see him, hey, neighbor. Yeah, that's his thing. But I wanted to do something to help, and it's just going to start off as single moms with kids under the age of 14. My first foray into it was actually this past Christmas. There was a young lady in my neighborhood who had fallen on some hard times or whatever, and she and I were talking one morning, and because I saw her son come home from the bus stop in December with no jacket on. He just had on a short sleeve shirt and no sweater, no hoodie, no nothing. And it was cold outside, and I'm like, why does baby don't have no coat on? And so the next morning I saw his mom, and I was like, sis, I'm not trying to do your business. I said, but I saw your baby come home from school with no jacket. Did he lose it? I mean, did he forget it at home? She's like, no, he don't have one. I need to get him one, so on and so forth. So I was like, you know what size? What size do you wear? Whatever, I'll get him some stuff. So I went and got him a jacket, and she and I just started talking. And of course, if I have 5 seconds, I'm gonna tell somebody about Shannon. So I told her about Shannon, and then she was crying, I'm crying, and because she had an abusive relationship. That's how she ended up moving, into our neighborhood, because she had been in an abusive relationship. And so she and I were standing there crying together, talking. And so she became the first recipient, because it was in December, so it was right before Christmas. And I said, well, the money, normally Christmas is his biggest holiday, and all of my money was spent on Shannon. I said, so I'm gonna take that money and I'm gonna help you and your family. And so I gave her a monetary gift. Tina and I put together a food box so that they'd have Christmas dinner. So we bought some stuff and got meat and sides and dessert and all that kind of stuff so that they could have a Christmas dinner for our kids. And so I gave her things out the boutique. Here, put some of this stuff in a bag for your daughters or whatever. So everybody will have something under the tree or whatever. So she actually became the first recipient of the grant, of the gift. And so I decided that I wanted to do it every year. So that's how Shannon's Heart was developed. So this would be the nonprofit. It's going to be called Shannon's Heart. and that's his hands, because he was always doing this little symbol to me and his mom. And so we'll do that. So today's flower bar, all the proceeds will go to the foundation. We have the little setup here. So you'll get to pick, one focal flower, 2 greenery, and then 2 filler flowers. And then we have a helper. Reginald Thomas will be sitting right here, and he's going to help you. He'll arrange it for you and then put it in a little to-go container for you right here. And so it's only $10. I have Cash App or Cash or Zelle, however you want to do it. But all the proceeds will go toward the foundation. I'll have applications. You can nominate people. If you know people, if we could keep it like not in the family, that'd be fantastic. If we could do some outsiders, because the family will just, the family can get, the family can get from me anytime. But if you know someone, not you someone. But if you know of someone who may have fallen on a hard time and have young children, if it's a single mom that has young children, and they have some financial struggles or what have you, nominate them, not you, Tammy. But I have an application. I have a little committee that's, we're going to read through the forms. Teresa, I don't think I told you, but you're on the committee. I don't think I told you yet, but you're on the committee. And so we'll read through them. And so the goal is to make the presentation on Shannon's birthday, November 20th. That's how we'll celebrate his birthday, is by making the presentation to whoever the winners are. I would love to do at least four, gifts out to 4 different families. But if I only get to 2, then, I may still do 4, because I had that in my mind to do 4. So, but all the proceeds from what I sell in the boutique today, everything in the boutique is 50% off. The flowers are $10, the bouquets are $10 each. All the proceeds will go toward the foundation today, so that we're ready in November to make the presentation. So again, I'll blast out the application so that you guys can, send some nominees in, and then we'll, choose from that and then make a presentation on his actual birthday. So that's my keynote address today. Thank you guys so much for all your support. Most of the people in here are my family, and I know it's been tough on all of us. We've had a string of heavy situations going on for the last few years, but this one in 2025 kind of took us away. 14 is weird. You know what I'm saying? It's weird. As a woman of faith, I know that we all have a span. I know we all have a day to go. We have an appointment that we cannot get away from. But it's still tough when it's a 14-year-old. So, but I just said, that's it. Keep moving forward. If you're in the middle of grief, don't let it overtake you. If you have to cry every day, cry every day. And then go do something with your hands.
Yeah. Amen.
So I said that to one of my nephews who said, him and Shannon were best friends, and so he's struggling. So y'all pray for that, because he's having a hard time too. And so I told him, I said, it's okay to cry every day, but then go do something with your hands. I said, because your nana cry every day. I go wash my face, and then I busy myself.
Yes.
I said, Shannon wouldn't want you just sitting crying and not doing nothing. I said, go play basketball, or get on your game and play, or go talk to your friends, or go walk the dog, go do something. And so, hopefully that helped him. But that's what I've learned about grief. You have to keep moving, or it will overwhelm you, and you won't be able to move. And so I know Shannon wouldn't want that for me. He would want me to keep going forward, keep finding things to do. He loved the fact that I had a garden, because all he ever wanted was strawberries. Well, when the strawberries gonna be ready? I was like, bro, you gotta give him time. And he started some seeds, he'd come back, well, why my seeds not growing? Because patience was not his strong thing. And so, but I find my most peace in the garden. So that's my advice. If you find yourself in a situation where your heart is heavy and you're trying to deal with it, you know, just you get your cry out and then go busy yourself. I couldn't talk to a lot of people. Being around people was a lot. So I'm doing a lot today, being around people. I'm doing a lot even today to be around people. If it's not Jesus calling, hang up. Oh, okay, yeah, answer mic. Yeah, answer mic. But thank you guys again for all your love and support. Again, the Bloom Bar is open. The boutique is open. Y'all go look at some of them clothes on the rack. Everything is 50% off. I have a few accessories, like some bracelets and earrings, but not much because the boutique is wrapping up. I don't think I said that at the beginning. I am wrapping up the boutique because my heart is not in it anymore. So it's time for me to pivot to my next thing. So y'all need to buy the clothes. I said I would say that, buy the clothes. And then Reginald's going to come to the Bloom Bar, go around, go through there.
Thank you.
So you can get to your chair. And then, you know, you pick out your own flower, and then he'll arrange it for you right quick and put it in the thing. And you can do Cash App, you can scan that, or if you have cash, if you want to Zelle me, however you want to do it. And then we'll do it that way. All right, Keisha, thank you so much again to Keisha and Rebecca for putting this event on. This was their brainchild. And I greatly appreciate them allowing me an opportunity to get up before you ladies. So thank you again. You guys look wonderful, by the way. Don't forget to stop by the photo booth so I can take your pictures so we can have some photos from today's event. All right, thank you again.
Now, did you get Robin's message? She said she couldn't make it.
Tell Robin I ain't fooling with her. I am not fooling with her today.
Okay, we're gonna pass out this. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay,